Okay, so you're here listening to the deep dive, and I think it's safe to say you're here because you really want to get a grip on
We
things,
gotta understand them.
especially when it comes to stuff like digital marketing.
Yeah.
Maybe you got a big meeting coming up, you're trying to sharpen your skills, or
Yeah.
you're just curious about what actually moves the needle
Yeah.
without getting bogged down in all the jargon and the fluff.
Right.
I mean, we get it. You want the good stuff and you want to get it fast.
Exactly. That's what we're here to deliver. We're all about finding those core principles, the insights that cut through all that noise and really produce results.
That's our bread and butter.
That's it.
So today we're going to take a deep dive into the world of digital marketing. And we found some pretty interesting material for this one. The script from this YouTube podcast that went kind of viral.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, and it really pulls back the curtain on why some digital marketers are killing it while others are just, spinning their wheels.
Right.
And we're not talking about surface level tips here. This goes deeper.
Yeah, it gets down to the fundamental differences, the mindsets, the approaches.
Yeah, and our mission today is to extract those really actionable nuggets, those surprising truths that are kind of buried in this script.
Yep.
So think of this as your express lane to understanding what really drives success in digital marketing today.
I like it.
Okay, so the script right out of the gate says that a crazy 95% of digital marketers are missing the mark.
95%.
Yeah, and it's because they're focused on the wrong thing. So it lays out these 5 brutal rules that the top 5% live by, and the first one is a real reality check.
Let's hear it.
It's not about the latest tech. It's about understanding what makes people tick.
That's so true. It's about psychology over tools.
Yes.
The script makes this point really clear. The most effective marketing, it speaks to emotions, not just features. You can have all the fancy software in the world, but if you don't get the underlying human motivations, the pain points that your audience feels, it's not going to magically get you results.
It's you can have a Ferrari, but if you don't know how to drive it, you're not going anywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the script even gives this example of this simple but super effective Facebook ad that's just crushing it.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. And it's right next to all this complex looking software.
Yeah, it really drives home the point that understanding human behavior, what makes people stop and pay attention, what resonates with them on a deeper level.
That's the real superpower.
That's it.
The tech is just a tool.
Right.
And that actually leads perfectly into the second brutal rule.
Oh, yeah.
Data detective work.
Ooh.
Now, this isn't about drowning in spreadsheets or anything like that.
No.
It's about zeroing in on and tracking, religiously, the one metric that has the biggest impact on whether a business sinks or swims.
So it's not just about collecting data. It's about being strategic with it.
Exactly. Find the signal in the noise.
Yeah, the script mentions this Google Analytics dashboard, and there's this big arrow pointing to this one crucial metric.
I love that visual. It's forget all the vanity metrics.
Right, how many followers you have.
Yeah, stuff that looks good on the surface but doesn't actually tell you if you're hitting your goals. Are you actually generating sales? Are you getting new customers?
Yeah, the real detective work is finding that one data point.
The needle mover.
Yes, maybe it's your customer acquisition cost or your lead conversion rate, whatever, truly reflects your progress.
Exactly. You got to be obsessed with that number.
Yeah, what's that one number that if it moves in the right direction, you're on the right track?
That's the one. It's easy to get distracted by all the likes and shares and comments, but the real insight comes from figuring out what data actually correlates with your objectives.
Okay, so rule number 3, this is where things get kind of interesting.
Okay.
Storytelling, like a drug dealer.
Whoa!
I know, right? Talk about a headline that grabs your attention.
That's going to make people stop and listen.
Right, but the core message here is about the power of narratives. Yeah, in marketing and how to use them effectively.
And the analogy, it is a little provocative.
Yeah.
But the point is spot on.
Yeah, it's about making your marketing as compelling and addictive as...
Yeah, it's something people crave.
Right.
And the script, it breaks down this idea into a really clear framework.
Yeah.
Hook Payne's solution. Close.
Okay. I like it.
It's a classic formula. Grab their attention, immediately pinpoint the problem they're facing, present your product or service as the answer, and then drive them to take action.
So it's like painting a picture of someone struggling with a common problem, and then boom, you introduce the solution that makes their life so much better.
Exactly. And the script even uses Apple's iconic 1984 ad as an example.
Oh, yeah, that's a great example.
Talk about a story that's still relevant today.
Decades later.
Yeah, it wasn't just about selling a computer. It was about empowerment breaking free from the norm.
Right. It was about tapping into this deep desire for individuality and innovation.
And that 4-step script, it gives you a framework for building those kinds of narratives.
It's like a blueprint.
Whether you're writing a sales page, even a social media post,
I see.
you can use this formula.
Okay, so rule number 4 is all about speed. Speed over perfection.
Ah, yes, the Gary V mantra.
Right, and this really hits home in today's fast-paced digital world.
Things move so quickly.
The script even quotes him and says, launch ugly, then optimize 100 posts are better than one perfect post.
It's all about action, taking those imperfect steps, getting things out there, and then learning and refining based on feedback.
It's like you learn way more from actually doing something, even if it's not perfect, than you do from spending hours and hours planning in isolation.
Exactly. Launch, see what happens, analyze the data, and then make it better, fail fast, learn faster.
I love that. Fail fast, learn faster.
It's a mantra for the modern age.
Yeah, and every launch, even if it doesn't immediately hit all your goals, it gives you valuable data.
Data points to inform your next move.
Right. It's about embracing that process of iteration and improvement.
Okay, so on to the 5th and final brutal rule.
Let's hear it.
Niching down hard.
Niching, we hear about niching all the time.
It's crucial, but this takes it to a whole new level.
Yeah.
It's not just about picking a niche. It's about laser focus. Like, instead of saying, I help businesses with marketing, you say something super specific like, I help dentists in your city get more patients through targeted Facebook ads.
Okay, so it's about becoming the go-to expert for a very specific need.
Exactly. You become the big fish in a small pond.
And the demand for your unique skill set goes up.
You can charge more. You face less competition. It's a win-win.
Makes sense.
And the thing that ties all these brutal rules together is this idea of testing fast and failing faster.
It's like a constant cycle of experimentation and learning.
That's the engine of success in digital marketing.
So we've covered these core skills now. The script kind of shifts gears and talks about what it calls the dark side of digital marketing.
Ooh, that underbelly.
Yeah, the less glamorous, often unspoken realities that people don't always see coming.
The stuff they don't teach you in those online courses.
Right. And the first one is the dreaded cheap clients.
Tell me about it.
We've all probably encountered them, the clients who want, amazing results, but with a tiny budget.
Yeah, like, I need 10,000 leads for $100.
Exactly. It's this total disconnect between expectations and reality.
And the script's advice is pretty blunt. Fire bad clients early.
I know it sounds harsh.
It does, but it's about protecting your time, your energy.
Yeah, those clients can be incredibly draining.
They suck the life out of you.
And they prevent you from growing.
So recognize the red flags and have the courage to walk away.
The second dark side reality is algorithm volatility. And this one hits home for anyone who's been in the digital game for a while.
Oh yeah, the algorithms are constantly changing. It's like trying to build a house on shifting sand.
Right. The script even has this funny image of Meta HQ with a sign that says, RIP organic reach.
Yeah, it's a reminder that you can't put all your eggs in the organic reach basket.
The platforms, they control the game.
And they can change the rules whenever they want.
So what's the solution?
Build your own audience.
Your email list, your
and
community.
use control.
Yeah, that's your foundation.
Your direct line of communication with your people.
Okay, and the third dark side point, this one's a bit controversial.
Oh boy.
Agencies are scams, mostly.
Now that's a strong statement.
I know, right?
But the script is making a point about the traditional agency model where you get paid a retainer fee regardless of the results you deliver.
Yeah, it's saying that the real money is often in performance-based deals where your compensation is directly tied to the value you create.
Like getting paid a percentage of the revenue or leads you generate for the client.
And it even mentions this fake guru screenshot, which hints at this skepticism towards overly optimistic marketing promises.
Right. There are definitely some bad actors out there. But let's be fair, there are also plenty of agencies that provide real value.
Of course.
Especially for larger companies that need a wide range of services.
Right.
But the point is, for individuals and smaller businesses, aligning incentives through performance-based models can lead to better outcomes.
It definitely challenges the traditional approach.
It does. It puts more pressure on you to deliver.
But the potential rewards can be huge.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've talked about the core skills, the dark side realities. Now, the script gives us something really practical, a 30-day Become Great challenge.
I love this part. It's where the rubber meets the road.
Right. It's a daily action plan to help you level up your digital marketing game.
So day one is all about studying ads.
Study one ad daily.
And this isn't just about passively scrolling through your feed.
Right.
It's about actively analyzing ads that catch your eye.
Ads that are working.
Pay attention to the hook, the problem. They highlight the solution, they present the call to action.
It's like reverse engineering success.
Exactly what made that ad stop you in your tracks? How did it make you feel? What did you learn from it?
I like it.
Day 2 is all about writing headlines.
Write 10 headlines.
This is pure copywriting practice.
Now flex those creative muscles.
Experiment with different angles, different ways to frame a message.
The script gives an example. Stop wasting money on ads that don't work.
It's attention-grabbing. It speaks to a pain point.
That's a good one.
And even if some of your headlines are duds, the process of coming up with them will teach you a lot.
Yeah, you'll start to see what works and what doesn't.
Day 3 is DM5 prospects.
Get out there and make those connections.
It's about proactive outreach.
It's stepping outside your comfort zone.
The script even gives you a template. Hey, name, I noticed you're struggling with pain point. We achieved result for similar company. Would you be open to a quick chat?
It's simple. It's direct.
It gets the point across.
And day 4 is all about content creation and analysis.
Post and analyze.
But here's the key. Even if he gets 3 likes,
Yeah, don't get discouraged by low engagement.
every post gives you data.
Learn from it what resonated, what didn't, what can you do differently next time.
It's all part of that testing fast mindset.
And the script makes this bold claim that if you consistently follow this 30-day challenge, you'll outperform 90% of self-proclaimed experts.
90%, that's a big number.
It might be hard to verify, but the underlying principle of consistent effort and learning is undeniably true.
Yeah, consistency is key.
It's the foundation.
Okay, so you're putting in the work, you're following the challenge. How do you actually start making money?
Especially if you're just starting out and don't have a big portfolio.
Right, the script addresses that too. It gives some practical monetization strategies for beginners.
Love it.
The first one is free work, a case study.
Ah, the classic approach. Offer your services for free to a few clients,
In exchange for a testimonial and a case study.
showcasing the results you achieved for them.
Yeah, the script gives an example of helping a local business increase their leads by 200%.
And then being able to confidently charge $2,000 a month based on that proven success.
It's a smart way to build your credibility and attract paying clients.
You're investing your time up front to generate results that you can then leverage.
Okay, the second monetization strategy is done-for-you lead magnets,
So this is about offering to build a specific marketing asset for free.
like a sales funnel.
But you only get paid if it delivers the promised results.
It's another form of performance-based pricing.
You're putting your money where your mouth is.
It minimizes the risk for the client and incentivizes you to deliver real value.
And if you can prove that your lead magnet is working, getting paid is a no-brainer.
And the third strategy is upsell skills you already have.
This is about being resourceful.
Like maybe you're really good at Canva,
You can offer ad design services,
or maybe you're a great writer.
copywriting services.
It's about finding ways to leverage your existing strengths.
And the script has this great example of a 19-year-old showing off a $5,000 PayPal receipt.
19 years old.
It shows that you can start earning real money relatively quickly if you're smart about it.
Okay, so to wrap things up, what have we learned from this deep dive into this viral podcast script?
Well, I think the big takeaway is that becoming a successful digital marketer, it's not about chasing the latest shiny object or getting lost in the theory. It's about understanding people being data-driven, crafting compelling stories, taking action, and specializing.
And it's also about being aware of the challenges, like dealing with difficult clients, navigating algorithm changes, and understanding different compensation models.
The 30-day challenge gives you a roadmap for improvement, and the monetization strategies give you practical ways to start earning.
And the overarching message is that you get better through reps, through consistent effort, and real-world experience.
Built through reps.
I like that.
So for everyone listening right now, think about which of these brutal rules or monetization strategies resonates most with you.
Yeah, what's the one thing you're going to take action on first?
And on a broader level, how are you going to balance learning the necessary knowledge with actually getting out there and doing the work?
Because this script, it definitely emphasizes action over endless planning.
It does.
And finally, considering the importance of building those owned audiences in a world where algorithms are constantly changing.
It makes you think about how this shift is going to shape the relationship between businesses and their customers in the future.
Yeah, that's a big question to ponder as you continue your journey in the digital marketing world.
It is.
So keep learning, keep testing, keep growing, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.
See you then.
Bye.